Hey y'all, back with another video. So I'm back doing hair videos. Look at me looking crazy. But I'm back doing this hair stuff, so you'll see me more often doing the hair. So right here I grab my hot comb and I'm just gonna yeah, And I'm gonna just go ahead and hot comb my I can't say leave out. Well, I'm gonna hot comb the closure and make it straight. Right there, I'm look like I'm having a hard time, and I'm trying to watch TV while I'm doing it, so that makes everything great. But I'm just making my leave out more straight. Leave out closure. I'm trying to make the closure more straight and look like natural. Trying to make it as natural as possible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it flat as it can be. And what you want to do is, as soon as I get to the front, as soon as I stop watching this damn TV, so what I do is I go ahead and put it at an angle, and I'll leave my finger there after I hot comb it one time. After I run it through once, I put my finger right there, as you can see, like that spot right there. I'll leave it there for a minute, and that leaves like not a dent, but it leaves like an indent to where I want it to fall. And I would do the same thing to the other side, and just repeat the same thing. So you just want to make sure that you hot comb the mess out of it, and you don't and kind of go down past my part, and I go down there also, because sometimes the flat iron won't get that. So I just go ahead and make sure I get everywhere on top of the closure. And you want to make sure when you're doing it, like, both sides look symmetrical. You don't want them looking asymmetrical, or you don't want them looking not the same, because it'll just look not crooked, but it won't just look right. So you want to make sure that they both look the same, and you're both doing it like the same angle and stuff like that. Okay, so right now I'm just about to go flat iron, so I'm gonna just use these products. I use Tresemme heat protectant spray, and I also use this new product that I'm using, Style Spray, smoothing Shea sleek. And I always use the Argan Oil, penetrating oil, and I use that also. I sprayed the oil first. I think I sprayed the purple bottle. Yeah, I did. And then I use the Tresemme. The new product that I'm using, it says it's a mix of oil and a heat protectant, so that's why I went ahead and bought it. But it's called Smoothing Shea Sleek Smooth Style Spray, and I'm reading it right now. It says with shea butter and marula oil, smooth perfection with or without heat, high heat thermal protection, and speeds blow dry time. Like I said before, I do not blow dry my wigs, so I just let them air dry. But I'm using my Remington Flat iron. I put it in the description box before, but I'll do it again just in case if you guys are new subscribers. I'll just put that in there. And by the way, these were not blonde. Well, the bundles were not blonde at all, so I ended up using like a dark brown dye, and I did it that way, and they came out real good. My only problem was when I was washing, the blonde was gray, so I had to go back and bleach just one more time, and it came out perfect. So I was like, oh, thank God. But it looks really good right now. Like, I'm like really appalled sometimes like when I do wigs, like I'd be so appalled about like what the outcome is, and I'll be like, wow, I did that. Like, wow. I just be amazing myself sometimes. But I'll let you know on this like on this new product that I'm using. I'm just trying, new products and seeing what's best for me. But this spray was actually good. It wasn't I'm not like down it at all. It's just an oil mixed with a heat protectant. So technically I don't have to use the Tresemme heat protectant and the Argan Oil, but I just want extra protection, so I just use that. So just keep watching. And by the way, this is a handmade wig. I did this myself. Yeah, the blonde is really light. I mean, I want that light blonde. I mean, I just don't want nothing brassy or anything like that. So I'm glad, that came out like that. And that silicone mix is very strong. Like, even when I was blow drying it, putting different products in it, like, it was like you still smell it. That aroma is still there. And every time somebody like get away from me, they always say they wig smell good, because I always wash it with that silicone mix, and I leave it on there for like overnight. I put it in the plastic bag, and when I get done washing it, I put it in there and I just let it sit overnight. I always do it because I always want to make sure your wig is extra soft, extra like everything. So I go ahead and I do that. Okay, so as you can see, I'm almost done with the flat ironing. It looks really nice, look very beautiful. So I'm about to put this edge booster on. It's like a wax stick. I forgot to show you guys, but it says edge booster on there. If you can see, it's like a wax stick, and I just use that for the flyaways. And instead of using spritz, because spritz make your hair hard, so I just go ahead and use the wax stick because it's easier, and it's just, yeah, it's way more easier, and it don't make your hair hard like spritz. So what I'm about to do now is just start cutting. I'm using these clippers that I bought at my local hair store. I'm pretty sure like a Sally's or any hair store will have clippers. I only paid like how much did I pay? Like maybe like $15 for it. So it wasn't like, like a expensive one. And on the instructions on the clippers, it said use the oil. Oil when cutting. So I was just like, well, I guess I'm gonna just use it. But I don't know why, but I just wanted to play it safe. My bad, y'all. Somebody called me, but like I said, I just want to play it safe. So right here, I'm just gonna start cutting, and I'm going to first cut in the back and put it just a blunt. And then after that, when I go to the left and right sides, I'm going to cut at an angle. And by the way, this is my first time cutting a bob into an angle, because I did a bob before and I did it as a blunt cut bob, and I did it that way. So this is actually like my first time cutting at an angle, not just a straight cut. So right here, I'm on the right side of the wig, and I'm gonna just start cutting at an angle wherever I left off in the back. I'm gonna just put it at an angle from there, and that's pretty much it. So just keep watching. As you can see, I'm done with the right side. So now I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the left side and make sure that they're both symmetrical on both sides. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just repeat the same thing. So now we are done with the left side, right? So done with the left side. So now we're just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing and just clean up any parts that that I didn't cut, or just make sure it's just symmetrical on both sides, and just want to make sure everything is just like I said, symmetrical on both sides, and just cleaning up any extra hairs that I didn't cut, or just anything like that. So also when you're cutting, you see me, excuse me, on you see me on the floor, and that's because I want to look at the bottom of the bob, because sometimes at the bottom of the bob you get the hairs that you did not cut and they're under. So you have to go ahead and like look under the wig, or you sometimes just have to, you know, get down and just start cutting and making sure that it's a nice clean cut, nothing too jagged, nothing like that. So as you can see, I am done cutting. So what I'm about to do now is just go ahead and flat iron the bob. And you don't want it bump. Like, you don't, I'm not doing a bump. I'm just, you know, just flat ironing it, if that makes sense. So sometimes with a bob, you put a bump in it, or you just go straight down with the flat iron. But you're doing like a light bump, not necessarily like you're really curling it. But in the back, you're probably going to do it just a little bit, but not a lot. So you don't want it like a bump. I just do it like somewhat straight, but as like, you know, just do it at a light angle with the flat iron. But you also don't want it looking jagged or look like it's been cut but you didn't flat iron it. You don't want that either. So you just want to go ahead and just do it softly. Don't do it so hard, because when you do it so hard, that you'll get that like that bump, and it's gonna be like that's not how you want it. So guys, I am done. This is the end result of this wig. Well, I just took pictures. I didn't really take videos of it, but it really looks nice, and the result came out perfect. Came out how I wanted to look. But yeah, but it looks really nice, and I amaze myself every time doing a wig. But thank you guys for watching. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you guys soon.